Sometimes it's like you don't even want to touch your hair. You don't want to see your hair. You don't want to have to deal with it. It's not behaving the way that you want it to behave. And sometimes you just want to cut it off. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel where I break down the fundamentals of my hair care. If you are new to this channel, my name is Dena and we discuss everything relaxed hair care over here, girl. So if that's content that you're interested in, please do consider sticking around, subscribing, liking this video if you feel generous, and yes, let's get into today's video. So guys, today's video is all about my hair insecurities, and I sat and I thought about what video should I do next. And I realized that you guys really appreciated a previous video of mine where I spoke about, the unspoken truths about relaxed hair care. And I figured that this is something that I want my channel to be known for. I want to be able to speak candidly about my hair journey experiences. And I want to share with you the ups, but simultaneously, I want to be able to share with you the things that I don't like about my hair or my biggest hair insecurities. So if you're interested to find out what I don't really like about my hair, guys, then just keep on watching. But before we get into today's video, if this isn't the first video that you've seen of me and you've been watching quite a few of my videos, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, because you keep coming back. So just hit the subscribe button, show my channel some love, and like this video if you feel a little generous. So my first hair insecurity, guys, is it's my dry scalp. It's my dry scalp. And yeah, I'm gonna insert a picture and you're gonna see the extent of my dry scalp. Granted, this was when I was living in the UK, and the UK, of course, the climate, the temperature up there really intensified or exaggerated my dry scalp. But I was walking out of my house looking like that, and I didn't realize until I took the picture, and that was the very first thing that I saw. So needless to say that this dry scalp conjures up some embarrassment, and so I have become so much more on point when I'm going out and I'm wearing a parted hairstyle. I make sure that before I leave the house, I apply some castor oil or some avocado oil to my scalp, girl, because ain't nobody want to be looking like that. That is not attractive. That is not cute. It doesn't look good. It looks bad. It looks bad. But from what I can remember, I've always had an issue with dry scalp. Now, the picture that you saw, my dry scalp condition at this point is not as bad. I am so happy. It has reduced significantly. And I did a video about how I manage my dry scalp, so you can check that out as well. But it is not as severe as how it was, and I'm so grateful for that. But it still comes and goes, and that's why I shy away a lot from braided hairstyles, or I shy away from possibly going back natural, because going natural means that, I'll be wearing a lot of plaits and you can see my scalp. So once you can see my scalp, I don't want to wear those hairstyles, especially when it comes to braids. My scalp, I would spray, I would oil, but girl, in between those bits that you can't see, chips, dry, just flaky, to the point where
somebody's like, oh, Dena, what's all of this on your clothes, girl?
It's flakes. It was flakes on my black shirt. It was flakes. And one other thing that's associated with dry scalp, guys, is the itch. It comes with a lot of itching. Imagine just being out in public and, this is all you're doing, because you don't want to use your fingers, or you don't want to use the balls of your fingers either, because that's going to irritate the flakes and cause them to fall. So the best thing to do is just do this little tap. Black people just be inventing some sort of things, but yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do to try and control the itch, right? So yeah, that is one of my biggest hair insecurities, but I am working on it and we're getting there. So hair insecurity number 2, guys, is my shedding. Yes, I had a whole video dedicated to my breakage versus my shedding, and it's still a really big insecurity for me. And it's a big insecurity for me primarily because I think I spent too much time looking at other hair YouTubers. And so when you're seeing what other hair YouTubers are losing in comparison to you, it makes you feel insecure, because you're thinking, why is my hair shedding shedding a lot more than theirs. And so I've just decided to just minimize the amount of time that I spend on YouTube as of recently, because it's not making me feel any better about my hair. It's not making me feel any better about my shedding. And so I decided to just, you know, just ease up, as we would say, just ease up a little bit on that sort of hair content. And I think it makes you think, you know, what are you doing wrong? But, you know, in my heart of hearts, I know that I'm average. You know why I say I'm average? Because on average, we lose 50 to 100 strands per day. And I'm losing that. That makes me within the average category, you know? So at some point, I have to really come to the realization that it's okay, Adina. The shedding that you're experiencing is okay. You're cool. You're considered average in all of this. So don't allow yourself to feel any less than because you're losing a little bit more hair than the people you follow on social media. Hair insecurity number 3, guys, is the thickness of my hair. And yes, there's this feeling that I get when I'm on Instagram or when I'm on YouTube, and you see these people with the ridiculously thick head of hair, and it looks so good, it looks so healthy, and that's all that's being thrusted at you, right? People with thick hair. So of course, if you have relaxed hair and you're realizing that your hair is not that thick, it again makes you feel a little bit of insecurity as to, oh, why my hair doesn't look like these people's own. But at the same time, I believe that there are more persons out there with fine textured hair or finer textured hair than there are persons out there with thick hair. What we're seeing are the minorities being glorified in front of us and then causing us to feel as though we are less than. But we're not. We are not less than. Not all of us have the thick, luxurious type of hair. And by me producing these videos more and more, I'm seeing that there's a community of us out there with finer textured hair, and it's fine. It's okay for us to have finer textured hair. It's acceptable that our hair doesn't have to be thick and voluminous, you know? So yeah, it's another one of those hair insecurities that I have, but just like my shedding, I'm working on how I can control that insecurity. And as you can see, I'm coming to you to share them with you. So I hope that in itself is helping me to become more comfortable with my hair. Hair insecurity number 4, guys, it's my ends. My ends are one of the biggest hair insecurities that I have. And I say that because I don't feel that I'm ever satisfied with how my ends look. Right after I get a relaxer and I cut my ends, I feel okay. But at the next relaxer day, they don't look like how they looked at the previous relaxer day. And that makes me feel so insecure that sometimes I just don't want to show my ends. Most times my hair is like this. Most times my hair is back in a bun and I'm giving it a break. It's not down on my shoulders. People don't even know sometimes how long my hair is because I hardly wear my hair down. I hardly wear my hair in a ponytail. My hair is hardly out. My ends are hardly showing. And it's not because all of the time I'm trying to protective style. Sometimes I just do not like the way that my ends look. And it could be like a little obsessive sort of thing, you know, where you feel like your ends always have to look blunt. And I mentioned that in a previous video. But if my ends don't look like how I want them to look, I tuck them away. And I don't want people to see. It's almost like I feel embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. I legit feel embarrassed. If my ends are like spars, then, you know, they're all uneven. I feel embarrassed. Yeah. Tell me if anybody else feels that way, but I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. So the safer bet for me is to put it back in a bun or just tuck them away someplace where nobody can see them. Only me. So my final hair insecurity, guys, is the texture. Well, not the texture, but the varying textures in my hair. That for me is a point of contention because it affects how my detangling process goes. It affects the look of my hair. I just don't like to feel it and I don't like to see it. And because of that, sometimes as I said, I don't wear my hair down because in order to get the textured bits of my hair straight, it means that I have to go through with my blow dryer and my flat iron numerous times to get out the kinks. So I'm battling with 3 different textures. I'm battling with some Tex-Lax hair, I'm battling with some straight hair, and also I'm battling with my new growth. It is frustrating, really frustrating, and that is something that I don't particularly like about my hair. And fair enough, there's some persons who love to Tex-Lax, there's some persons who prefer that texture in their hair, and that's fine, because if all of my hair was one texture, I'll feel good too, you know. But when you have 3 different textures to work with, it's not nice. It's not nice, and I don't like it. I really don't like it, and we're gonna do something about it too. But anyways guys, that's today's video. I really want to be more candid and more open because it seems like you really appreciate these sort of videos. So we're gonna get open, we're gonna get real, and I want to make content that I wish I had when I just started my hair journey or in the earlier phases of my hair journey. We don't want this to feel as though relaxed hair is a breeze to take care of. And for some persons, maybe. For some persons, maybe you don't have to do half as much as us, but that's fine. The majority of us have to sit down and really study our hair, take care of it in order for it to look the way that it looks. So guys, that's the shift that I'm going to be making on my channel. Let me know if you're appreciative of that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't yet already guys, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video with a friend, girl, and tell a friend to stop over on my channel where I try to upload videos almost every single Sunday. So until next week Sunday, my loves, take care. Bye.